Yo, what's going on, you guys? I'm FlipArtz and we're back here on Fortnite, bringing you guys every single challenge that you guys need to know about here for week number 3 here of season 9, as well as how to complete these challenges and the easiest way to do them, as well as one of these challenges is going to require you guys to be at a certain level of the battle pass, because you are going to need something for one of these challenges. So if you guys haven't been grinding out your battle pass, you guys haven't been leveling up your battle pass tiers, I highly suggest you guys go and do so, because you guys do need a good number of tiers to go and unlock this certain thing in the battle pass to complete one of these challenges. But again, we're going to be looking through every single challenge here for week number 3, how to complete them and the best way to do so, and they are all pretty much easy to do. It's just one of them does require you to be at a certain level, but we will get there in the video. So starting off with our first challenge here, it's going to be to land a trick with a drift board. You guys can see I'm going to be outside of Neo Tilted here, and you just need to do a simple trick. Honestly, this area right here is the best place for this, because the next challenge will also require you to use the quad crasher, but we'll get into that when we get into that challenge. So for this one, it's just to land a trick, and honestly, just go onto the drift board here and just do a very basic jump and then do a quick backflip with a little boost, and there is your trick. It's very simple to do. You don't have to do anything too crazy, and as long as you guys are just making it simple and you're not trying to jump off a mountain or anything like that, or a cliff, and as long as you guys are actually landing the drift board, you guys are going to be just fine doing this trick. Now for the second challenge, it's going to be to get 3 seconds of airtime in a quad crasher, and it's very simple. It's also why I said that this area right here in particular is good for getting this challenge done, because you have the drift board there and you also have a quad crasher available. So usually what I like to do to get 3 seconds of airtime is doing the quad crasher trick, where basically you guys can just go and make a set of ramps here, jump off of it, or basically any kind of ledge really, and then when you guys are in the air, you use the boost on the quad crasher, and then you guys can basically kind of abuse it if you guys do it in a certain angle and way, and you guys can actually float all around the map. So basically that's what I like to do, but you guys can definitely not do it the way that I'm doing it here with a ramp. You guys can basically just go off pretty much any cliff, and as long as you guys do the procedure right, where you go off the cliff and then angle yourself right, look up, and then use the boost, you guys should be able to get the 3 seconds of airtime. And I actually use this trick a lot, especially when I know that I'm really far from the circle and I can actually find a quad crasher. I'll make the ramp and then I'll go and, orient myself towards the circle of where I gotta go, and then I'll use this trick to get from one side of the map to the other side. I always do this on stream, and of course, quick plug, if you guys want to watch me do these on live streams, you guys want to participate and watch and everything like that, link in the description below, twitch.tv/FlipArtz live. We're basically streaming there every single day. So if that is something you guys are interested in, you guys can definitely go and follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/FlipArtz live. Drop that follow, maybe even drop a Twitch Prime sub or a regular sub, you never know. Now for the next challenge here, it's going to be to destroy opponent structures with a vehicle. Now as far as I know of, a quad crasher can no longer break through builds. I'm not sure if that's really true, because I swear every time I've done it, my quad crasher just slams right into the wall and doesn't actually break anything. But when it comes to a baller, you guys can actually use the baller to go and break down opponent structures. So I highly suggest, if you guys manage to go and find yourself a baller, that is going to be the best way to do it. And you guys can see here that I'm just kind of showing you guys that the baller, when you do use the boost on it and you do it towards an actual structure, it will do some damage. But the best way to actually do this is try to just kind of like tuck yourself into a box or a corner or something like that, because that way, if you guys are actually tucked in within like a 1x1 or something like that, you're going to be bouncing off every single wall with that boost from the baller, and then you're going to be able to go and break a lot more of the structure very quickly. Now going into your next challenge, it's going to be to search for chests at Lonely Lodge or Polar Peak, and to complete this, you need to go and find 7 chests, or at least search for 7 chests at either of these locations. Obviously, this is going to mean Lonely Lodge and Polar Peak are going to be your new high octane areas for the next couple of days here. So again, just keep that in mind. If Lonely Lodge or Polar Peak happen to be one of the places that you guys like landing at a lot, it's going to have a lot of people over here. So again, keep that in mind. You're going to have to go and make sure you guys have your drops on point, because other people are going to be here contesting you for those chests, as well as most likely going to be trying to pickaxe you while you open that chest, along with like 50 other people doing the same thing. Now for your 5th challenge here, it's going to be to deal damage to an opponent within 10 seconds after using a slipstream. Now honestly, this is actually pretty easy to do, and there is a giant slipstream that goes around the map, and you have 2 major slipstreams that go around Mega Mall as well as over at Neo Tilted. So Neo Tilted is pretty much going to be one of those places that obviously everybody pretty much goes to all the time. Nothing really has changed from Neo Tilted, from old Tilted Towers. So, you can take advantage of the slipstream there, go and loot up, and just hop into the slipstream, wait till you see somebody on the street, and then just hop off the slipstream real quick, and then get from behind them and try to get some damage in there. And to complete this challenge, you actually have to deal out at least 200 points worth of damage. So this one's actually not going to be too difficult. That's basically like 2 kills or 1 full kill on a guy if he has full shield and full health. Now for your next set of challenges here, it's going to be a 3-part challenge, and you have to visit 2 different locations in a single match. So for the first one, you have to go and visit Happy Hamlet and then go to Shifty Shafts in a single match. That one's actually pretty easy to do. They're pretty close to each other. The next one there is going to be to visit Sunny Steps and then Dusty Divot in a single match. It could be a little bit difficult, but if you guys manage to get a baller or or hop into the slipstream, you guys should be able to get there very quickly. And then the third challenge here and the final part of that challenge is going to be to visit Haunted Hills and Salty Springs in a single match. Those ones are pretty far from each other, but I highly suggest, honestly, go land at Haunted Hills. And the reason for that is just because not many people actually land at Haunted Hills. So if you guys are starting off your match at Haunted Hills, despite wherever the bus is going to be taking you guys, even if it's on the other side of the map, land at Haunted Hills. You guys are going to have a house nearby there. It's going to have a quad crash over there, or you guys can go and make your way over to Junk Junction. And then next to that, there is that little racetrack over there. Usually they have quad crashers or ballers over there as well. And then you guys can take those vehicles and then head over to Salty Springs. The reason I feel like this way is better is only, again, because Haunted Hills and not many people are going to be going there. And then you guys are going to be able to easily go into Salty Springs. And even if people do contest you on the way, it's really not going to be that big of a deal. But if you guys land at Salty Springs first, I can guarantee you that you're going to have a harder time trying to get out of Salty Springs to go to Haunted Hills rather than going from Haunted Hills into Salty Springs. So moving into our next challenge here, it is going to be to throw the flying disc toy and catch it before it lands. Now, this one is actually pretty easy to do, as well as early in the video, I did say that you had to be at a certain battle pass level to actually be able to get the flying disc toy that they're talking about. To unlock this, you actually have to be at tier 35 of your battle pass. So again, if you guys aren't there in your battle pass just yet, make sure you guys are grinding it out, because otherwise you guys aren't going to be able to complete all the challenges for this week. And it's definitely something that you guys want to do and try to go for every single week. But this challenge is really not that difficult at all, especially if you guys know exactly how to do it. So all you have to do for this is just look straight into the sky and then use the flying disc toy. You're going to launch it out. It's not going to go directly in the sky. It's going to go more of like a 45 degree. When you guys actually see it after you guys use it, all you have to do is take a couple of steps forward, and then you'll be able to see that it's going to be coming back towards your direction. Not exactly where you were at first. That's why you do have to walk a couple of steps forward, and then it's basically going to hit your face, but it's going to count as you actually catching it. And then you're going to see all the party strings and stuff like that appear from your face, and then you're going to have this challenge completed. It's very simple to do. It's really not that difficult at all. Now for your second last challenge here, it's going to be to get explosive weapon eliminations. So I believe this is going to count towards your grenades, your RPGs, and of course your noob tubes, your grenade launchers. So for this one, again, it's to get explosive weapon eliminations. And so to complete this challenge, you just need to eliminate 3 opponents using your explosive weapons. And then coming up for your last and final challenge here, it is going to be to deal damage with different weapons in a single match. Now I don't exactly know how many different weapons that you need to use to deal damage with in a single match. It could be like 2 or 3. It shouldn't be too bad, but for the most part, this really shouldn't be a big deal anyway, because usually when you guys are going to be playing Fortnite anyway, and in your regular matches, you guys are using more than one kind of weapon type. You guys are normally going to have your AR, your SMG, your shotgun. That's usually the route that people go for your standard loadout, and then people usually, go in and have like a sniper rifle or a pistol or, a boom bow or something like that as their extra weapons out there, a grenade launcher even. So again, this challenge shouldn't be too difficult at all. It's just going to be like you playing normally. You probably wouldn't even notice that you've completed this. If anything, this might actually be one of the challenges that you complete right away and not even realize it. And that's just solely for the fact that if you guys land pretty much anywhere, for example, if you went to Salty Springs, you guys are going to go get a chest, you're going to go and find some floor loot, and then you're most likely going to have 2 different weapons right there. Most likely it's going to be a pistol, an AR, an SMG, a shotgun, anything of that caliber. And then from there, you're going to go across the street, or you're going to go into a different building, you're going to find somebody there, you're going to go and have some crossfire. You're most likely going to do damage with at least 1 or 2 of the weapons you already have. You're going to pick up the opponent's weapon, and you're probably going to have 3 weapons at that point, and then they're all going to be different. So again, this is going to be one of those challenges that you're not really even going to think about. It's just going to basically complete itself. But that's going to be about it for this week and for this video. That has been every single challenge that you guys need to know about for week number 3. How to complete them. They are all pretty easy to do. And if you guys follow it the same way that it did in the video here, where if you land just outside of Neo Tilted, you guys have access to the drift board. Just do a quick backflip. That's your first challenge done in a second there. You go and build up a little bit, get some mats from the RV van over there, you get that metal mat, build up 3 or 4 high. You're going to be able to go and get those 3 seconds of airtime with the quad crasher available. That's already 2 challenges done within the first couple of minutes of you guys being in a match. And so with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, remember to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications here on the channel. But hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button. Also follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with everything going on regarding my videos, my channel, my streams, and myself. And of course, guys, we are streaming a lot over on Twitch, twitch.tv/FlipArtz Live. So if you guys are interested in participating in the streams, playing with me on stream, as well as all that other good stuff, and maybe even just talking to me in the chat, feel free to go and drop a follow again over on Twitch, twitch.tv/FlipArtz Live. A link is also going to be down in the description below. Hope to see you guys there. Thank you guys again for watching. Catch you on the flip side. Arts out.